A very warm and a hearty welcome to all of you from the entire team at Gradeup. A very warm and a hearty welcome to this very important daily legal affairs, a series that brings to you the legal updates across the country on important legal events. So a very warm and a hearty welcome to each and every one of you out there. Friends, I guess that you guys are doing absolutely fantastic with Holi coming up in a couple of days time. Since we are celebrating Holi, we must also keep in our mind that the pandemic is not yet over. And secondly, your CLAT exam is scheduled. You guys do not have too much of time left for this particular entrance examination. So be that as it may, let us now begin with today's very important current legal affairs series. Okay, so friends, today we are going to talk about the major developments taking place across India insofar as law is concerned. Since from CLAT 2020 onwards, the kind of questions that you will be getting will be all passage-based question, keeping in mind that the questions are all passage-based questions. You will have to know the important things relating to legal developments in India. Okay. So Gradeup brings to you a flat 30 plus a flat 40% discount on Gradeup Super during this Holi vacation. Gradeup also brings to you a booster crash course batch 2 which has started yesterday, that is March 25th. Okay, so we have come up with this booster crash course for CLAT 2021 aspirants, which is going to give you that extra edge that you require for acing this particular entrance examination. Gradeup also brings to you a crash course for BHU and Jamia University. So all these traditional universities like Banaras Hindu University, Jamia, Aligarh Muslim University and others who have their 5 years LLB entrance examination, Gradeup brings to you a specific course for these entrance examination. The course have already started from yesterday, so get yourself enrolled for this particular course. Now, how do you get into these courses? The only way you can avail these courses is by getting your Gradeup subscription. So once you subscribe to Gradeup Super, you get unlimited live classes as well as mock test. Now the subscription for CLAT and other law entrance examinations are for 18 months, 6 months, 4 months as well as for 1 month. So the only way to get to the live classes that we are conducting for CLAT 2021 as well as for CLAT 2022 is by getting your Gradeup subscription. So once you get the Gradeup Super subscription, which is available for 18 months, 6 months, 4 months as well as 1 month, you can attend unlimited free classes as well as unlimited mock test. Now, Gradeup is running for the first time an extra discount of 45% in addition to the flat 30% discount. So generally, in this particular month, Gradeup is providing you with 30% discount plus a 45% discount if you use the code Surajit. So if you use the code Surajit, you will get an additional 45% extra discount, an additional extra 45% discount along with the 30% discount. So if you are using the coupon code Surajit, you get a total of 75% discount. Okay, so let's get back to some of the important daily legal affairs. There are three very important news, all coming from the Supreme Court of India. The Supreme Court of India has today dismissed a plea against fresh sales of electoral bonds. So what are electoral bonds and what has the Supreme Court said today? We are going to understand it in some minutes' time. The second important order or a judgment coming from the Supreme Court is that the Tatas versus the Mistries, Cyrus Mistry. The Tatas have won the case in the Supreme Court against the order passed by the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal or CLAT. Now, the Supreme Court has today held that the manner in which Cyrus Mistry was thrown out from being the chairman of Tata Sons is absolutely legal. So a huge setback for Cyrus Mistry. Ratan Tata has won the case in the Supreme Court against Cyrus Mistry. Third important news of the day is the fact that the Supreme Court has allowed the plea of the Uttar Pradesh government to transfer MLA Mukhtar Ansari's case from Punjab to Uttar Pradesh. As of today, Mukhtar Ansari, an MLA, is currently in jail in Punjab. The Supreme Court has allowed the Uttar Pradesh government's plea to transfer Mukhtar Ansari from Punjab to Uttar Pradesh. Am I clear? So these are the three important news of the day. Okay. Am I clear? So these are the three very, very important news coming from the Supreme Court. Number one, the Supreme Court has not stayed the fresh sales of electoral bonds. Number two, the Supreme Court has allowed the appeal against CLAT order restraining Cyrus Mistry from interfering with the functioning of Tata and Sons. And third, the Supreme Court has allowed the plea of the Uttar Pradesh government to transfer Mukhtar Ansari from Punjab to Uttar Pradesh. So these are the three important news coming straight away from the Honorable Supreme Court of India. So let's discuss one of the most important news, and that is relating to electoral bonds. Now, since electoral bonds issue is a very, very important issue relating to CLAT, and you might get certain questions. You might get certain questions in your CLAT entrance examination relating to the electoral bonds. So what is an electoral bond? Now, former Finance Minister of India, Mr. Arun Jaitley, in the year 2017 introduced this electoral bond. Now, what is this electoral bond? Now, electoral bonds are a particular bonds that can be bought by individuals and can be handed over to political parties. Every individual in our country has a right to donate to a political party. So every individual in our country every citizen of India has a right to donate money to a political party of his liking. So if you like Congress, if you like BJP, if you like AIADMK, if you like Trinamool Congress, if you like BJD, whichever party you want, you have a right to donate money to that political party. So that is what is electoral bonds. Now, the government of India in the year 2017 amended the laws and held that it is not required for a person to disclose his identity when he is giving some money to a political party. So initially what used to happen is simply this, that if I want to give some money to a particular political party, I had to give my credentials, I have to give my name, my voter details of my voter ID or details of my PAN card and other details. So if I wanted initially, okay, before 2017, if I wanted to donate some money, if I wanted to donate some money to a political party, I had to give my PAN card details. Now, in 2017, for the first time, former Finance Minister of India and a great lawyer, Mr. Arun Jaitley announced the union budget. Now, in that budget, he held that if a person wants to donate money to a political party, all that he needs to do, he has to go to the State Bank of India, which is authorized to sell electoral bonds under this law. They will sell electoral bonds to these people, to these individuals, and these individuals can thereafter hand over these electoral bonds to the political party. Now, these are interest-free bonds. These bonds do not carry any interest. So if a person wants to donate money anonymously to a political party, now I do not want people to know that I have donated X amount of money to Mr. A party. If I do not want to disclose my identity to the government of India or to any other institution. Now, over the years, what we have seen is that companies and corporates and companies also donate money to political parties. Now, initially what they used to do, they used to donate money and they used to show their PAN card. After 2017, if you want to donate money, you can do it without disclosing your identity. And what is that form? That is what we understand as electoral bonds. So electoral bonds are interest-free instruments that can be used to donate money to political parties. Now, these electoral bonds do not carry the information of the person who has bought these electoral bonds. Very, very important, okay? So, your identity is safe. No one will come to know how much you have given or have donated to a political parties. Now, these electoral bonds are sold in the numbers of 1,000, 10,000, 1 lakh and 10 lakh as well as 1 crore, and the State Bank of India is the authorized body, is the authorized bank to sell electoral bonds in India. Now, why are electoral bonds being opposed? Now, why is there such a hue cry about this electoral bonds? Now, there are very, very important things relating to the opposition who are against this electoral bonds. And the first reason is that voters will not know who has given money to a political party. Now, I can go to State Bank of India's office and I tell that I want to buy electoral bonds. After I buy those electoral bonds, I can give it to BJP, I can give it to Congress, I can give it to AIADMK, I can give it to Trinamool Congress, I can give it to BJD, I can give it to any party of my choice. Now, there is no restriction and no one will come to know who has given the money to which party. Now, in this 21st century, when we are talking about transparency and accountability, can this go on? Now, a party can say that I have received 100 crore. Now, from where have you received the 100 crore? There is no transparency in the system. Have I made myself clear? Now, before the introduction of these electoral bonds, political parties had to disclose the details of all the donors who have donated above 20,000. But today there is no such restriction on a political party. Now, a political party today does not have any such restriction insofar as disclosing the member or a person, disclosing the name or identity of a person who has donated above 20,000 rupees. Now, this change is violative of right to know. Every citizen under the Right to Information Act has a right to know which party has received what amount of money from whom. Now, if you are introducing this electoral bond system, then what happens is simply this, that a citizen will not know which company or which corporate or which person has donated what amount of money to which party. Now, this makes the political class unaccountable. Now, when we are talking about today in this 21st century, when we are dealing with accountability and transparency, we require transparency in every scenario of our life, be it the political space, be it our non-political space. There should be transparency and accountability. The fact that electoral bonds are opposed to transparency and accountability, and that is the reason why people at large are opposing this electoral bond system in India. Okay, have I made myself clear? Have I made myself clear to each and every one of you? Now, let's understand the popularity of electoral bonds as a route of donation. Now, as I have already told you, that if you are buying electoral bonds, you do not have to disclose your identity and no one will come to know who has given or who has funded which party. Now, your right to information under the RTI Act goes infringed. The anonymity that is offered by these electoral bonds have made it a very popular route for donation, especially amongst the corporates and amongst the big companies. So each and every one of us would want to know whether Reliance, whether Adani, whether all these big corporates are giving money to which party. If they are giving money, what is the amount of money that they are giving to these political parties? Now, another reason why electoral bonds have become so popular is the fact that it makes more than half of the total income of the national parties. The national party, इन लोगों का जो इनकम है, आधा इनकम आजकल इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड प्रोसेस से आता है. तो इसके कारण ही इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड्स इतना ज्यादा पॉपुलर हो गए हैं इन दिनों. Now, according to the Association for Democratic Reforms, for the financial year 2018 and 2019, more than half the income of the national political parties have come through electoral bonds. Now, the Election Commission of India also objects to this electoral bonds. The Election Commission of India, which is the sole commission, which is the sole nodal authority that deals with elections in India, has also objected to this amendment that was made in the year 2017, exempting political parties from disclosing donation received through electoral bonds. Now, if you are receiving donation through electoral bonds, you do not need to disclose those information. Now, the Election Commission of India has vehemently opposed this electoral bonds. The Election Commission of India has described this electoral bonds as a retrograde step, and it has also requested the government to reconsider and modify this particular amendment. Am I clear? So the Election Commission of India is also not very happy with this electoral bonds that are being bought by people, by corporates and companies, and are donated to individual political parties. Am I clear? Okay, fantastic. Now, the Supreme Court, in a major decision today, has refused to stay or bar the sale of this electoral bonds for the upcoming assembly elections in West Bengal, Assam, Puducherry, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. So we have some elections coming up in certain parts of the country. For example, we have elections coming up in West Bengal, in Assam, in Puducherry, in Tamil Nadu, as well as in Kerala. So 5 states are going into election very soon. The Supreme Court of India today in its order has refused to stop the sale of electoral bonds for the upcoming state assembly elections. Now, as a result of this order, the electoral bonds can now be sold from 1st of April. And who sells these electoral bonds? The State Bank of India. The State Bank of India is empowered under the new law to sell these electoral bonds. The Supreme Court today has said that since the bonds are allowed to be released in 2018 and 2019 without interruption and sufficient safeguards are there is no justification to stay the electoral bonds at present. So the Supreme Court's order today encourages buying and selling of electoral bonds for the upcoming state assembly election, especially in the state of Assam, West Bengal, Puducherry, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. Am I clear? So did you guys understand what is this electoral bonds and what is the order that has come from the Supreme Court today? Did you guys understand, friends? Tell me. Okay. Okay. Any doubts? Guys, if you have any doubts, you are most welcome to ask me. Okay. I think you guys are talking too much amongst yourself, and we will see whether we should continue with these classes in future. Because what I see is the fact that you guys are talking too much amongst yourself, and I think you don't want these classes to continue. If that be so, then we will stop it from April 1st onwards. Okay? Okay, fantastic. Okay. Sir, can one party receive electoral bonds? Yeah, you can. Every party, a person, an individual can buy these electoral bonds and thereafter just hand over to these political parties, and these political parties can just get the money thereafter, depositing those bonds from the State Bank of India. Okay. Okay, fantastic. I think there are people like Gunia or someone. Sir, only individual party can get this donation? Absolutely, Emily Bhattacharya. Yes, individual parties can get this donation from any individual. I can buy these electoral bonds from the State Bank of India and I can give it to BJP, Congress, AIADMK, DMK, any party of my choice. There is no problem about it. Okay. 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 So friends, with this, we come to the end of today's class. If you have liked the session, do press the like button, do comment on this video, do share this video with your friends, and definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. Use the coupon code Surajit and get an extra 45% discount over and above the existing discount going on. Gradeup brings to you a special course, a comprehensive course batch 3 for CLAT 2022 aspirants. So those of you who are in class 11, those who are preparing for CLAT 2022, Gradeup brings to you a very important comprehensive course for CLAT 2022. And if you have any doubts, any queries, you can ask us by WhatsApp. Our official WhatsApp number is 9354499530. I repeat, our Gradeup's official WhatsApp number is 9354499530. You can WhatsApp us for if you have any doubts or queries relating to our classes and our courses. Okay, and you can also call us at 96500-52904 as well as 93195992444. So friends, with this we come to the end of today's class. I hope you have understood the importance of electoral bonds. Thank you, God bless you, and good night.
दो ऑप्शंस हैं, सिर्फ प्रेप करो या ग्रेडअप के साथ सही प्रेप करो। ये है मिस्टर पीएचडी, कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम की स्टडी मटेरियल हंट करने में पीएचडी।
अपने एग्जाम की तैयारी के लिए 29 वेबसाइट से 20,000 पेजेस का स्टडी मटेरियल पीडीएफ में डाउनलोड किया है, प्रैक्टिस पेपर्स भी।
इतनी पीएचडी के बाद एग्जाम क्लियर होगा?
पता नहीं।
तो सही प्रेप करना है यार, बेस्ट स्टडी मटेरियल और प्रैक्टिस टेस्ट के लिए ग्रेडअप है ना।
ग्रेडअप के साथ सही प्रेप है
तो लाइफ सेट है।
Download now.